Alright, what's up, everybody? We are doing another tier list because y'all loved my last one that was Hitman, the Hitman maps. So I thought we would go back to the realm of Skyrim and the Elder Scrolls universe and rank all the cities you can find in Skyrim. So starting off, we got our boy Winterhold here. That can immediately go to D tier. Laziest design I've ever seen in a video game. First of all, the Great Collapse, like using lore to basically say you don't want to finish a city. The college looks so cool. I feel like Winterhold had such potential to be like a cool city with like magic and stuff. That could have been fleshed out. I feel like the design, like the stone structure of the college, I feel like could have been implemented more into the city. If they made a castle that looked a lot like that, like it would have been great. The NPCs, there ain't many there. There's the one girl who runs like a store there, but overall just a completely forgettable place. Just awful. I'm very disappointed in how they even did the city. They might as well just have had the College of Winterhold just be there in the middle of nowhere because there's literally nothing in the city. So yeah, we're starting off pretty negative here. Next, we have Dawnstar. So this is a smaller town. I again feel like it was a little lazy at times. However, I will give it a C tier because I do feel like the port makes it interesting. And having it by the mines, I feel like gave it a little more flavor, but it's still a pretty boring city. I mean, there isn't a lot of like quests going on here. I mean, there's like the Mythic Dawn Museum and stuff like that, but again, pretty bland place if you ask me. Not a lot going on there. Next, we have the Dwarven city of Markarth, where everything's made out of the Dwarven stuff. You have a lot of the stone structures. And there's even the underground area of Nechuenzel. The NPCs, there's some very interesting quests you get to do here. It is a Dwarven city. However, I'm gonna give it a B tier because it is a lot better than Dawnstar. But honestly, I wish they did more with it a little bit at times. I definitely feel like just overall with Skyrim so far, just a lot of the cities they just didn't flesh out as much as they should have. I actually feel like that was something Oblivion did better at. In terms of having full scale cities, so I do feel like the scaling was missing there. That is Markarth. Yeah, it is. Okay, sorry. I didn't use the best image there. Next up, what we got here? I think that is my boy Riften. It's wood structures. It's got corruption. You got the Thieves Guild there. I'm also gonna give this a B tier. It's a very interesting city. I liked it, but I wish it had more going on in terms of, the fishing industry. I wish there was a quest to take down the Thieves Guild. I actually feel like there was just more they could have done with that. I did like the fishing DLC. It was part of the Creation Club that you can do there. I did like that a lot. I felt like that was a very fine addition to it. I felt like, but like I said, overall, I just feel like Riften, it could have done more, I feel like, in terms of scaling and made the city a little bigger, more fleshed out, maybe more quests there, maybe a way to take down the Thieves Guild would have made for an interesting kind of thing, sort of thing going there. Next, we have the town of Morthal. I'm giving this an immediate D tier. If there was a lower tier, I'd honestly possibly put it lower. Morthal, it's just in a swamp, first of all. It's a small town. It's not even a city. There's like a burnt house or something. There's like a weird quest with the vampire. Um, just not very like it could have been. They could have done something like magical, something cool with like the swamp, kind of like witchcraft kind of thing going on. They could have really done something with the town of Morthal. So I just feel like it was a very lazily designed town, just like Winterhold. These two towns are the laziest designs I've ever seen in a video game. Very bland, very boring. Just not a lot going on there. Yeah, so it can get the D tier. Is this Falkreath? Yeah, Falkreath. So Falkreath has their big graveyard. They have a couple NPCs, but literally, I think like Riverwood's freaking bigger than that place, so it's also getting a D tier. Falkreath has like lore and stuff. I feel like they could have done something with like the Pine Forest. They could have made it very cool. type of thing. They could have done a lot more with like the wood mill or something. I don't know. They could have made like a lumber industry here or something. Bigger walls, an actual castle maybe. I mean, I feel like it's the only area with like in Skyrim that's like in the pine forest. So I do feel like they could have done a lot more with it. There isn't really any other interesting NPCs there, really, to be honest with you. Very forgettable place. You go there like twice and you're avoiding it. Next on the list is Solitude. I'm gonna give Solitude a solid A tier. They really fleshed out the characters here. I really liked the quests with Potema and the Jarl here. I like that it's kind of the seat of imperial power. They got the East Empire Company there and stuff like that. I just feel like this city kind of had the wealth. They had the very imperial coded type of environment. I feel like it was very fleshed out more. I liked the little windmill in the middle. I like that it's on an arch and you got the docks. I feel like Solitude accomplishes a lot for a city, I feel like. I feel like there's just, the NPCs there. There's a lot of quests there. Being the seat of imperial power, you have high expectations for it. So I think it does accomplish the job. Next, we have Windhelm, the oldest city in Skyrim. Ysgramor founded it. You have, the Grey Quarter. You got the docks. It's the seat of the Stormcloak Rebellion. Just thinking about it though, I'm debating if I should give it A or B. I'm feeling a solid B tier with Windhelm, honestly. There is still just a part of me that wishes they did a lot more with Windhelm. I wish I think they were gonna have an arena there. I don't know if this is true, but they were gonna have like some Windhelm arena there that they never did. I feel like there was definitely some interesting quests like the White File and the Murder Mystery, where you get to catch the murderer, where there's like people being murdered on the streets and stuff like that. I do wish maybe there was like a guild presence of some type in this city. I don't know. I feel like the companions could have been there possibly. Maybe or they could have had like a headquarters there or something, or like a base, because it does kind of tie to their journey with like Ysgramor and stuff like that. I like the design of Windhelm. I like the houses there a lot. I like the buildings. I just wish they had a little more with the NPC interactions. And next we got our boy Whiterun. That can go S tier immediately. Hands down the best city in the game. It has first of all, the merchants there are S tier. I always go there to the blacksmith. Adriana of Avenici knows me by name at this point. Bellathor always got me covered. Their marketplace is solid there. The first player home there is really nice. You get the nice house, Carl. It's a very nice introduction to the larger world of Skyrim. It does that super well. I love the farming outside. I love that it's like this trading hub. You got the companions there with the upside down ship. You got the Skyforge. I feel like there's a lot going on in this city. I feel like there's really nice, fleshed out NPCs. I feel like there's nice quests here. I love the Gilder Green in the middle. There's actually a whole quest where you have to like restore that. I just feel like Whiterun did what every other city in Skyrim couldn't, honestly. So it gets the S tier ranking. I really think Whiterun really is just my ideal city for, the Elder Scrolls type of universe. I just feel like it really was the city that the developers took their time with. Even during like the Civil War campaign, they make it a vital city and important. Which that's a whole campaign I wish they fleshed out a lot more, honestly. I might do a tier ranking of all the factions and quest lines next, probably, if you guys give this video 100 views and 20 likes. I think that's a fair view to get. Finally, this is a DLC location, but it is a city. It's the city of Ravenrock it's a town, I guess. It actually finds itself originally in the Morrowind game as part of the Blood Moon DLC, and then it's in Skyrim's Dragonborn DLC. And it's actually was a Nord settlement, and then later owned by like the East Empire Company, and then the Red Year with the volcano of Red Mountain erupting and covering it in ash. I feel like they did the Dunmer culture really well. I feel like it had some fun quests with the mine and stuff. However, it's not S tier material. I'll give it an A tier. The only thing I wish is it was bigger. I do wish there was a little more quests there, a little more merchants. I feel like would have made it an S tier city. Would have really fleshed it out just in that regard. However, it is literally better than most of the Skyrim cities, honestly. Overall, with the Skyrim cities, they really need to take notes from Oblivion and even Morrowind, honestly. They just did not flesh them out enough in terms of the scale and size of the cities. I feel like these bottom three, honestly, these bottom four are just small towns, basically, that they call them cities, like the main hold capitals. Really just like I really rushed. I could tell they were cutting corners with these. I would have rather it just been wilderness over there, to be honest with you. Winterhold is the most useless city in all of these, though. Winterhold, like, I mean, it should probably be lower than these other two, but they're all pretty bad. Very boring. Nothing going on. They all have the same architecture. I only gave Dawnstar the higher ranking because honestly, Dawnstar had like more potential than these other threes. Dawnstar, if they added like a lot more stuff to it, could have been a really cool like port city. I feel like with the mines they could have done something more with it, and like with the fishing they could have done more with it, and it probably would have got a B or an A ranking, honestly. But I feel like the C ranking's pretty fair for it. So overall with the Skyrim cities, I just again wish they did more with them. I wish they took their time with them, made them unique enough, and stuff like that. Anyway, guys, that's my tier list ranking of the Skyrim cities. I hope you liked, subscribe, all that lovely stuff, and I will see you in my next video. Have a lovely rest of your day.